Let's go. Season 7. Become a Wonderkid. Let's see if there's been any movers, shall we? Let's get stuck into it. It's gonna be an interesting season, I reckon. But we will see. We will see. The kids are here. Here they are. Yeah, I've scrapped it, but I'm struggling for form. Oh no, you've ruined it. You've ruined it. Right, we'll jump in alphabetically as always. We will go with Adam Pone's gun. FC's at Liverpool, I believe. Please tell me I'm not still in Liverpool's reserves. We'll see, man. We'll see. You could well be. I think there's 3 or 4 players at Liverpool. What does NEU mean? So that means non-EU. So that means he went to Roma, if you recall. And in Italy, they have rules on non-EU players. They can only have a maximum of 4. Italy league registrations are a pain. If you think I'm struggling in La Liga in Spain with Zaragoza with registrations, Italy is an absolute minefield. Yeah, 2 a year. They can only they literally can only sign 2 non-EU players a year. They can't even sign youth players and loan them out. It's so difficult doing Italy. So difficult in Italy. But let's jump in. Let's see what Adam's up to. He is still at Liverpool. He has played two games for Argentina. Let's go. Adam Pone's gun has broken into the Argentina team and 2 caps to his name. At the age of 22. He has played 22 games, 9 starts and 13 sub-appearances in the Premier League, 2 goals and 2 assists. So yeah, decent. That's really good. That's a really good season on the face of it. Playing 22 games, albeit a lot of them from the bench, but playing 22 games in the league. He's had double-figure games for Liverpool the past 3 years. So you'd think in the next year or so he will break into that first team. Yeah, that is fantastic. He needs more regular first team football according to the international media. But yeah, he got his international debut against Tunisia. Fantastic. Number 30 shirt. Let's see if that gets upgraded anytime soon. Worth 112 million. I don't think he's going to get transferred anytime soon. So yeah, great season. Great season. Potential to potentially could be one of the big hitters in a year or 2 if that carries on. I've drawn 6 in my last 8 winless run across. I bet you were close to winning some of them as well, and you've drawn them. Right, Alistair, our Bangladeshi striker. He's still at Newcastle. 38 caps for Bangladesh now, with 0 goals. He played 27 games in the Premier League for Newcastle, all of them off the bench. He scored 6 goals and got an assist though. But yeah, another one. He is getting regular Premier League games, although a couple of seasons ago he had 23 sub-appearances and no starts. This season he's had 27 sub-appearances and no starts. He's literally been substituted on in 2/3 of the games, but never been offered a start. Even in the Cup he wasn't even given a start. 32 games this season, all from the bench. But they all count, as long as he's getting 20-30 minutes a game. Good enough. Good enough. Yeah, he's doing well. We'll see how he progresses. Alexandria, our American striker. Where was she at now? I forget where she was transferred to. Oh yeah, she's at Spurs. She's at Spurs. This is the same as last season actually. She was on loan to Cruz Azul. I believe they are Mexican. They are Mexican. So she has gone on loan to Mexico for the 2nd consecutive season. Had a really good season for them actually. Well, 17 games, 2 goals, 2 assists. The average rating wise did really well. Looks like she got a couple more international caps. No more goals though. So yeah, another one that you think has still got that potential to make it big. She's only got 10 finishing, which isn't great for a striker, which might explain why they've now repositioned her as an attacking midfielder. Get them enchiladas down. Yeah, we heisting. We heisting. Let's go. Let's go. So yeah, could break it. Could break into that Spurs first team. Is she due back this season? She is due back this season, so we'll see. Arcana, our Austrian central midfielder. Arcana is still at PSG. A few more appearances for Austria by the looks of it. Only 2 appearances in Ligue 1 in 1 assist. So that isn't ideal. Well, that isn't ideal. I suppose those... Yeah, he was getting that before. Not the best start, really, for Arcana. These last couple of seasons could well have ruined his development a little bit. Needs more regular first-team football. He needs to leave. He needs to leave. He's overjoyed to have scored his first goal for Austria. He got his first goal against Croatia a month ago. Very good. Yeah, if I was him, I would be looking to leave as soon as possible. Get yourself back in the Championship or a second division somewhere. Get some first-team football. You're 22. There's still time. There's still time for everyone to develop. Coins. Coins is at Bayern Munich. He has played 51 games for Canada now. 51 appearances for Canada, getting 18 goals. 9 appearances in the Bundesliga. Not terrible. With 3 goals, which is decent. Yeah, another one that you'd probably say could be looking to move on. He's valued at 66 million. You wonder who might be able to come in for him. Star player for his country. Oh, absolute stitch up for Thorelius there on the heist. Absolute stitch up. Yeah, I mean, again, but he's a very good player. He just needs to be playing more. But Canada are playing him. At least Canada are playing him. He's getting more games for Canada than he has for Bayern Munich in the last 3 years. I need a salt emoji, don't I? It would make sense. I do need a salt emoji. Not emoji, emote. Death Avenger. He is at Liverpool. He's another one of the Liverpool gang. Still at Liverpool. He still isn't playing very many games. 8 appearances, 7 of which were off the bench, 2 goals and an assist. He's earning a lot of money, 88k a week. 83 million he is worth. Again, he's just not. He hasn't had double figures for Liverpool. What's he had? Like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17, 20, 26, 20, 25, 26 appearances in the last 4 years. In 4 years, he's played 26 games. Not promising all these players going to... Well, I know, yeah. I know. And this is why I wanted to start it with us all being in League 2. So I'm hoping it might avoid this. But it's still going to be interesting how they get on. Because Death Avenger here, for example, he could just suddenly get 30 games for Liverpool next season and be amazing. Like, it could happen. It could happen. It depends what his development's been like behind the scenes. Right, Duck God. Let's see if you are sat on the bench, sat in the reserves. You are. This is literally exactly the same screen as Death Avengers, pretty much. Although you've had a few more caps and you've still yet to score a goal. I suppose you are a defensive midfielder, so that makes more sense. But you've played 4 Premier League games this season, 3 of them off the bench. And you are languishing down in Liverpool's under-23s. That's not ideal. That is not ideal. A few cup appearances here and there. Again, similar to Death Avenger. There is chance. There's still time for everyone. We're all 22. Until you're like 24, 25, that's when you're thinking, it's not going to happen. But we've all got a couple of years left. We've all got a couple of years left to break through. Similar kind of player to Fabinho, which is probably why you're not getting very many games. Valued at 83 million. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully you get a loan move next season. Gavin Brash, our Danish central midfielder, who, if you remember a couple of seasons ago, did have quite a long-term injury for 8 months. He's at Barcelona. He played 28. No, he didn't. He played 35 games in La Liga for Barcelona. 28 of them starting. So of this season's updates, he's smashing it. He is smashing it. Is Gavin Brash. No one's had quite as good an update as this. Gavin's made it. Yeah, he's made it. He's there now. He's going to be a first teamer wherever he goes. If he's getting first team football at Barcelona. I'm doing really well as well. 7.21 average rating. Fantastic. Star player for his country. He's a regular for Denmark. His favourite team is Mansfield, which is hilarious. Captain potential in the future as well with 14 leadership. This guy could be going places. He has made it. And they got him for cheap, for only 8.5 million. So absolute bargain for them there. He's worth 156 million. Wow. Wow. Definitely one to keep an eye on, although I think he's done it. He's up here. He's the level we all need to reach. So he moved to Roma. He left Aberdeen and he was moving to Roma that summer, hence the non-EU slot. What a season can do to that price. Yeah, exactly. His price has probably doubled in the last season. So Jake Dunn. He has played 3 games for Scotland. He's broken into the Scottish national team, but this doesn't look good. He has had no games for Roma. He didn't play a single game. He didn't even play a single non-competitive game. I don't know if that's a glitch. He didn't even play for like the reserve team. Nothing. If you see it down here, it's next to my face over here. The only games he's played this season are 3 games for Scotland. That's weird. But we did notice this. Hearts have made an offer. Hearts are looking to bring him back to Scotland. What a strange career path this man's having. Sits in the Aberdeen reserves for 5-6 years. Then goes on a free to Roma. And now looks to be going back to Hearts. But, I mean, you'd think it's a good move for him. I mean, you can tell what happens when players don't play. All the rest of us played 30-40 games in the opening couple of seasons. Whereas Jake was probably the only player that didn't do that. Look at these attributes. Particularly the mental attributes. He just hasn't progressed. No progression really has happened here. It's very basic attributes. Whereas pretty much every other player is going to have had higher attributes than that. So yeah, we'll see what happens with him. Definitely one to keep an eye on. Liberty, say what Liberty's up to. I'm sure he'll come into the chat in about 20 minutes time and ask to see his Wonderkid. Well, here it is. Liberty, if you're watching the YouTube video, this is your Wonderkid. So he is at Manchester United. He's one of a couple of players I think is at Manchester United. He actually played 17 games for them this season in the Premier League. 13 of them off the bench. He got 2 goals and 3 assists. He had a really good season. That's pretty good. Absolutely smashing it. In a perfect world, you'd want a few more games, but to be getting 17 games in the league for Man United, you can't be complaining about that. That's fantastic. Needs more matches to get into the Brazil squad. Yeah, he hasn't really had any kind of international games. But yeah, it's definitely one for the future still. Especially if he's getting 17 games for United in the Premier League. Yeah, fantastic. Fantastic. Liberty, if you are watching the YouTube video, congratulations. Salty BFM, the Chinese striker. Or the Chinese winger. I think I'm a Chinese winger. Yeah, that's it. Where was I last? Bayern Munich? It was Stuttgart. 27 appearances in the Bundesliga. Getting 13 goal involvements. 6 goals, 7 assists. It looks like I also got another goal for China, which is great. Yeah, and I'm a regular now. 3rd season running of pushing 30 games a season. Fantastic. I mean, I put myself up there as well as being a player that's made it now. I mean, I'm just going to keep getting regular first team football, and then maybe a really big team will come in for me. Obviously, Stuttgart are decent, but they're not quite a Champions League regular team, like a Man City or a PSG or a Real Madrid or someone. But we'll see what the future holds for Salty BFM. Undroppable due to form for the country. What can I say? What can I say? Yo, so Thorelius. Do you reckon you've scored a goal for the Seychelles? Do you reckon you've scored a goal for the Seychelles? Is it an ongoing quiz? Every single season until he scores, I'm going to ask this question. Has Thorelius scored a goal for the Seychelles? Let's have a look. He is not confident. He hasn't scored a goal for the Seychelles. He also hasn't done anything this season. He will not be happy with this. 18 non-competitive appearances, getting 15 goals. But, I mean, it's a pretty depressing season. That is depressing. I mean, you've done well the last few seasons, getting regular loans. Birmingham, Rangers, Shakhtar, getting regular football, scoring regularly for them. And United just this season have thought, no, we're just going to stick him in the under-23s and not bother loaning him out. I mean, you're attribute-wise, fantastic. There's no reason why you wouldn't do well in the Premier League. These kind of attributes. So like I said with a few people, you're only 22, pushing 23. You've still got 2 years, I'd say, before you need to make sure you're getting that first team football. But yeah, plenty of time, plenty of time. You might be a late bloomer. Maybe you'll get to like 28, 29, not have played at all, and then suddenly do a Jamie Vardy and just get into the Man United first team and absolutely tear it up. Someone needs to cough up the cash. I mean, you're valued at 27 to 80 million. So that's a lot of money for a player that's not getting any football. Maybe they'll transfer list you if you can get out of Old Trafford. And we'll finish with Vesper Ches. He is at Tottenham. He played 17 games for Spurs in the league, 15 of them off the bench, 5 goals and an assist. He also has 15 goals for Senegal now, 32 caps. Decent. He's doing really well. He's had a couple of loan spells, and he's come back and he's broken into the Spurs team, offering regular support, regular sub appearances. So he could be one in the next year or two again, who looks to oust Harry Kane and become the out-and-out striker. I mean, Harry Kane is 34 years old, and he wants to leave for Champions League football. So this could be Vesper Ches's time to step up into Harry Kane's shoes. But we will see. We will see. So let's get the full overview. There we go. Oh, that's not the right one. That's the right one. There we go, yeah. Gavin Brash is the most valuable player. He's also earning the most money. And alongside me, he also has the highest reputation. So Gavin is absolutely tearing it up at the moment. Putting the rest of us to shame. Right, I'm going to get a quick screenshot of this. As always. We're going to load up the Discord. Yeah, I think the next couple of seasons are going to be huge. It is going to be crazy. I need to also start thinking about what we'll do for Generation 2 of Become a Wonderkid. Obviously on this one we put every single person in League 2 at different clubs. So maybe we put everyone at the same club. Maybe we put everyone at the same club. There is a link. There is a link to the Discord if you want to join and get involved. bum, bum, bum. But that was Become a Wonderkid Season 7. If you want to get involved, all you need to do is redeem the channel point redeem on Twitch. Be following the channel on Twitch, and let me know which nationality and which playing position you want to be. And we'll add you in to this current save as a 16-year-old Wonderkid, and you can start smashing it. Hopefully you can have a better career than some of the people that are languishing in the Liverpools and Uniteds at the moment, and show us up. But yeah, nice one. Let's go.